Two titans in digital payments. One question: which one really delivers? On the left, Stripe, powering online payments for every business. And on the right, Adyen, the unified global payment platform for enterprise. Let's skip the buzzwords and get to the real stuff. Each category earns points, and at the end, you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The result might surprise you. Before we get deep, here's our roadmap. We'll be comparing Stripe and Adyen on developer experience, pricing and fees, global reach, ideal customer, market share and growth, profitability and margins, and payout speed. Got all that? Cool. Let's start with the developer stuff. First up is developer experience. And wow, Stripe just nails it here. Their APIs are kind of legendary. The documentation, it just makes sense. Even if you're new, startups love it, SaaS loves it. Even solo devs can spin up a Stripe integration in a weekend. There's a ton of libraries and some really easy sandbox testing. If you get fancy, advanced customization might slow you down a tad, but honestly, it's an engineer's playground. Okay, now Adyen. This one's like the enterprise playground. Their stack is super robust, and it feels built for big businesses pulling every payment method on Earth together. But you know what? For smaller teams or SMBs, it's a steeper climb, and definitely not plug and play out of the box. If you've got a big IT crew, no worries. If not, expect more setup headaches. So, for devs, Stripe is the clear winner here. Now, let's talk pricing and fees. Starting with Stripe, it's flat rate, super easy to predict. You know exactly what'll hit your bottom line. And honestly, transparency here is a breath of fresh air. But let's get real. Once you start moving serious volume, or if you go international, those fees creep up. That extra 1% on currency conversion, ouch. Adyen, now, is the master of custom deals. If you have enough volume, their interchange plus model can actually be way cheaper. Plus, they'll cut flexible rates for big clients. But here's the catch. The pricing is complex, very behind the scenes. And yep, you probably need to haggle. It's less what you see is what you get, and more call us for a quote. So, while Stripe wins for simplicity, Adyen takes it for big league savings. Jumping into global reach, and honestly, both companies are powerhouses. Stripe is in over 195 countries and supports something like 135 currencies, which is wild. They're growing fast with big enterprises too. If you want easy global payments, Stripe's got you covered. But some super local payment methods? Adyen has a bit of an edge, especially outside North America. Adyen operates in 150 plus currencies, smooth for both online and offline, and is the go-to for multinationals who want everything under one roof. That said, Adyen mostly targets big merchants, so smaller players might feel left out. All in, both are top tier on the global side. It's a tie. Oh, and here's something cool. Did you know that monsters like Amazon, Spotify, Walmart, and Uber actually use both Stripe and Adyen for different regions or channels? Because why choose when you can literally have it all? Just saying. Let's chat ideal customer. Stripe started as the darling of startups, SaaS, and small businesses. Seriously, you feel cool spinning up payments in 2 hours. But you know what's wild? Now half of Fortune 100 also use it. The one caveat: retail or physical stores need some add-ons to make Stripe work well offline. Adyen, though, is totally built for the big boys. Uber, H&M, McDonald's, Spotify, all the heavy hitters, especially those with brick and mortar. If you're a massive enterprise with shops everywhere, Adyen's setup just works. For early stage teams, though, it's overkill. So both platforms hit their mark with their ideal customer. It's another draw. Let's talk market share and growth. Stripe absolutely crushes it here. Over 25% of all online payment management? That's huge, especially in the startup and online universe. They've only recently turned the corner to profits, but the growth is just nuts. Adyen, meanwhile, plays the enterprise long game. Smaller overall share, like 9%, but those clients are mega high value. Think global brands and serious volume. They've been profitable for years, so no shade there. But Stripe's reach and scale win this category hands down. Moving into profitability and margins. Stripe's story here is interesting. They only started showing full-year profit numbers lately, and now their leadership is obsessed with efficiency. They keep some figures under wraps, so it's a bit hush-hush. Adyen, on the other hand, consistent profits, high EBITDA margin, like 50%. They run a tight engineering ship, super lean. Now, they're not as explosive growth focused as Stripe used to be, But margins speak, and Adyen walks away with the trophy here. Lastly, payout speed. Stripe honestly spoils SMBs by dropping your cash in your account typically within 2 days. And yeah, if you need it instantly, you can pay a small fee to get it even faster. That's awesome, especially if you hate waiting. Adyen offers weekly or twice-weekly payouts, and big clients can tweak those cycles. But default is definitely slower, and instant payout isn't really their thing unless you have a custom setup. So for fast payouts, Stripe takes the crown. So, visualizing all this on a radar chart, Stripe lights up the board for developer experience, market share, and payout speed. If you look at pricing and profitability, Adyen pulls ahead for enterprise. The rest? It's a close race, honestly. So, bottom line, if you're launching a startup, SaaS, or just want to go global fast, Stripe is basically unbeatable. But if you're running a global retail empire and want all your stores, online and offline, churning cash with crazy efficiency, Adyen's technical depth and profitability make it the champ. Did this help your payment research? Stick around to catch more fintech deep dives and make those business decisions way less overwhelming.